HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy, here to fill you in with what's happening in Hopkinton. The 24-25 Hiller Winter season got started last week. Here's what happened. The winter season opened up this past week for the Hopkinton Hillers on Thursday, December 12th at the Milford High School pool. As Hillers Swimming hosted Dover Sherborne, here's a look at what happened. Dover Sherborne boys and girls both ended up taking the wins. DS boys won 89-69, while the DS girls won 95-71 in the very close season opening meet. Hiller girls basketball opened their regular season on Friday, December 13th by hosting Norwood at the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. Steve Spector and myself, Tom Nappy, were on the call.
25 seconds left in the half. Here comes Restaghini.
There it is.
It up. Nice pass into the low post, and Abby Rabinovich finishes it off.
Right on cue, Tom. You called that one.
Gordani gets it over to the wing.
Need to stop.
5 seconds left.
No foul.
Markey feeds it up. Gordani down the lane. No. And that'll do it. Good defense to close out the half by the Hillers. They get a nice bucket. They do trail by 10, but still very much in this game. Driving in along the baseline. No good. And the Hillers have it. 3 shot opportunities for Norwood, but they can't finish. Restaghini down the lane. Around the defender. Yes. Feeds it up the sideline, driving in, Chorus. Kick out, back to Becker for 3. No good. And a nice rebound, but Blake can't finish. Norwood still has it, however, as Chorus collects, feeds it up top, and knocks down the swisher. Isabella Morgan with a big bucket.
After being outscored in the first half, 20-10, the Hillers went back and forth with Norwood in the second half, with a 24-23 second half frame, but it wouldn't be enough. Norwood takes the season opening win 44-23. Sophomore Julia Chatton led the way offensively for the Hillers with 8 points. Hiller boys basketball captured a road win in Norwood to open their season. The Hiller boys took the victory 53-43. On Saturday, December 14th, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Girls Hockey Co-op started their season with a meeting against the Norwood Mustangs at the New England Sports Center in Marlborough. The Hillers got things rolling in the first period.
Jean lost her balance there. She got tripped up. Norwood looking to put on some pressure, but coming away with it. That is Jean. Lucy Jean, she can fly up the ice. Towards the net, backhands in, and it's a score! Lucy Jean with the first score of the season for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne. It comes at 3:32 left to go in the first period. And what a way to start for the Hillers. Over to the near side, Barossa flings it into the neutral zone. Here comes Savannah Rivera. Rivera from the left circle, and it's in! Rivera wrists it towards the net, and it was deflected off of Tenori and in. 2-0 Hillers.
Lucy Jean and Savannah Rivera, net goals in the first frame. It was 2-0, Hillers leading into the second period.
Well, last year, this Hopkinton Dover Sherborne team, they finished strong. And apologies, I mentioned that they made the playoffs last year. It was actually the year before that they made the playoffs. They had a short roster last season and dealt with many injuries. So they finished just short of the postseason. But in their final 5 games, where they started to get a lot of the injured athletes back, they racked up some good playoff points. They had 2 wins, 2 ties, and a loss. Loose puck out in front, and it's stuffed in. Going 5-hole, Savannah Rivera. Well, the goaltender, Tenor, she lost track of where the puck was, could not find it. Escaping with it for the moment is Bally. She sends it back and stolen away. Here comes McPherson. McPherson flying towards the net, takes it and rips it in. Kelsey McPherson makes it a 4-1 Hopkinton Dover Sherborne lead. Well, I'll tell you, Kelsey McPherson may be an 8th grader, but she doesn't play like it. That was just great stick work, great speed, excellent puck control, able to just fly up the ice and ring it in glove side.
Hopkinton senior Savannah Rivera nets her second goal of the game in the second period. Also, 8th grader Kelsey McPherson nets a goal and had an assist as well. And with the great goaltending from Hopkinton 8th grader Emily Coito, it would be plenty to lead the Hillers to victory as they take the 4-2 win over Norwood and start off their 2024-2025 season in the W column. The girls next host Medfield and a 4 p.m. game at the New England Sports Center on Wednesday, December 18th. On today's edition of HCAM News, the Hopkinton Historical Society had Hopkinton sports history on display, plus much more. But first, holiday festivities took place around town.
Says hi and Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
The Hopkinton Historical Society had Hopkinton sports history on display. Here's a look. The Hopkinton Historical Society was full of Hopkinton Hiller sports history this past weekend. The exhibit featured Hiller uniforms worn throughout the years, program books from the 100 years of the Hopkinton-Ashland Thanksgiving football rivalry games, the many Hiller Championship trophies, historical Boston Marathon pieces, and stories of the amazing sports history in Hopkinton throughout time. Hiller Athletics coaching legend and Hall of Fame president Aubrey Doyle talked with us about the display.
So, Tom, we have everything, every sport starting from the 20s, baseball, football, basketball, both men's, women's, track, lacrosse, you name it, it's here. We've got all kinds of YouTube videos that, thanks to you and Mike for help pulling those together. For more recent sports, we've got Unified, we got some stuff from the Unified team. Like I said, lacrosse, every sport, volleyball, you name it, it's here.
And there's a lot of history here. How long did it take to put all this together?
Well, I can tell you that most of the material came from my dad. Had put it together over the years. He was athletic director for years, and he was a sports historian. So he had most of the scrapbooks you see are he put together. So for us here, it's been a couple weeks, just throwing this all together. Got a lot of things from folks at the school, from Steve Simos and Tom Kane and Jay Golden, a number of the coaches. And Mike Donahue, a lot of folks have given us material that we can use here, which is great. So,
and is there any particular item here that really stands out to you?
There's a lot. I mean, there's a sweater there from my dad from 1947 that the Stone Throwers awarded to the undefeated football team back then. There's Steve Simos gave us the Tommy Weaver jersey, so there's a nice display of that whole Be Positive thing with Tommy passing away from cancer and all that. There's a lot of Walter Brown, George Brown. People don't realize that the Browns who own the Celtics, who big involvement with the Bruins and all that. They're from Hopkinton, and they always had Celtics and folks come out and they supported everything Hopkinton. So very, very cool.
Absolutely, and you also did a series with some of the other coaches. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we did a couple of coaches forums over the last few months. There's some coaches forums that existed previously, with Chuck Josephs, with Dick Bliss, with Dave Hughes, my dad, and so we thought we'd add on to that. So we did one this fall, one with Margie Grabmeyer, Mike Donahue, and Dan Norton, and then we did a second one with Steve Simos, Tom Kane, and Jay Golden, and it was great, being able to just kind of get the history from their viewpoint and what it's all meant to them. So those are all available on YouTube through HCAM. So
be sure to check out the Hopkinton Hillers history video and be on the lookout for more great history exhibits coming soon to the Hopkinton Historical Society.
We're going to take a time out, a whole lot more coming up on this edition of HCAM News. Don't go anywhere.
HCAM is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by the Hopkinton Independent newspaper and online news site. The newspaper reaches 100% of the homes and businesses in town, and the website is updated daily with exclusive Hopkinton content. Readers can receive a daily newsletter and breaking news alerts via email.
Bay Path may have outgrown its space, but not its mission. We need your help to build a new facility that matches our capabilities and dedication. Join us and help ensure we can continue to provide exceptional care and find loving homes for animals for years and years to come. Thank you.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
Welcome back to HCAM News. The Select Board recently welcomed a new officer to the Hopkinton Police Department. Here's a look.
Through the chair, good evening, and thanks for again carving out some time to support the department. As we spoke of last time I was here, we're moving forward. We had a strong recruitment, and tonight I'm going to introduce you to Lucille. And from my position, I just wanted to begin with thanking the Human Resource Department and Lieutenant Van Ralton and everybody that does the work to get a candidate here, between screening the applicants, doing the initial interviews, backgrounds, coordinating with all the medical exams, and getting quality candidates in front of you. And I think you'll see as you meet Lucille that we have another one here. And going forward, I anticipate us having more in December and finishing building out the department. So with that, Lieutenant Van Ralton.
Good evening. Thank you for your time. Is this one not working?
It's direction.
Okay. So thank you for your time. Super excited this evening for Lucille. She comes to us with experience. She is born and raised in Milford, went to school at Westfield State, and upon graduating was hired by South Burlington, Vermont, attended the Vermont Academy, and spent a year with South Burlington PD. We had attempted to get her certifications transferred to Massachusetts. However, we were unsuccessful because of a 2-year minimum of full-time service. Upon that, we explained that she would have to attend our academy, which is 22 weeks, and to my surprise, she was actually jumping at the opportunity to attend our academy. So we have her signed up for Holyoke, and she starts, or slated to start December 9th, if the board approves her appointment. But I'll let her speak and get to know the town and the board.
Excellent.
Please, go ahead.
Hi, so yeah, a little bit about me. I'm from Milford, so I'm kind of local to the area. Went to Westfield State and graduated there in the spring of 2023. And then immediately after that, moved up to Vermont and was working as a full-time patrol officer for about a year. My experience there was positive. I've gained a lot of experience and a lot of great training, and I'm just very excited to be here tonight.
Were you able to keep those UVM kids in line up there?
As best as I could, yes. I was right near the University of Vermont, and we had the medical center there, so it was a good experience up there for sure.
Great. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming this evening. The agenda item says the Select Board will interview and consider appointing Lucille Creedon to the Academy as a candidate or Academy candidate for police officer. The word interview is a bit much for these things, so don't worry about that. But I'll certainly turn it over to my colleagues, see if they have any questions or thoughts. We'll start with Mrs. Ritterbusch.
I'm not sure if well, I will ask a question then, I guess. Would you tell us a little bit about your experience in Vermont? I know you, obviously, like Mr. Hurst said, it's a college town area. Yes. But do you have experience with older adults and dementia awareness training and things like that?
Yeah, so I actually do have experience of kind of a large demographic of classes all the way down from college kids to high school kids, all the way up to some folks that were in their older years. A couple experiences come to mind that older woman that I interacted with, she did have dementia, and luckily I was with a great department that understood, and the fire department was there as well, that understood taking your time and, you know, not rushing situations like those, trying to get the best outcome for that individual and their family was really the goal at the end of the day, and we ended up achieving that, and the family was happy with the reason that they called us for to get resolved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, and welcome.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No.
Ms. DeFrenier.
Well, I'm just going to ask you the question that everybody does is, why Hopkinton?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is it about Hopkinton that made you want to come here?
Yeah, so growing up in Milford, Hopkinton's always been a place that I've visited pretty frequently. It's always been a community that I've admired, from, the great school systems that the town offers to great businesses, a lot of small businesses, and lots of recreational activities that the town offers its residents. And I think overall, the quality of life that this town provides for its residents is really above some of the other areas around. So I would just be honored to be a part of protecting and preserving everything that kind of makes this town so great.
I move to conditionally offer Lucille Creedon a position of police officer for the town of Hopkinton, subject to the successful completion of academy training.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the table. Any further discussion on the motion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? It is unanimous and so carries. Congratulations, Lucille, and welcome.
Great. Thank you. A few Hiller athletes recently signed their letters of intent to compete in college athletics. Here's a look.
Mom, Dad, look at me, please. See, yes, perfect. Turn your head towards me a little bit. Towards me, this way. Yeah, not that far, right there. Perfect.
Hi, my name is Nina Zuganatos, and I'm going to Boston University for soccer. I'm Maddie Recupero, and I'm going to Princeton for soccer.
All right. Maddie, what made you choose Princeton?
It kind of had everything that I wanted with the school and the soccer, and I just love the campus and the location and how the town and the campus are one, and it just feels like it will be a home for me.
And what made you choose BU?
I chose BU because it, like Maddie said, had everything I wanted. It had the whole package and super close to home. Campus is super nice, and it just made me really excited for the next chapter of my life.
All right, and what was it like playing with each other here at Hopkinton?
It was a great experience. We've been friends for over 6 years now, and to play high school soccer together has just been so much fun and enjoyable. Yeah, she's my best friend, my favorite person, so playing with her has been really fun, and yeah, it's great.
How does it feel to hold the all-time goal record for a single season?
It feels good, I guess. Yeah, it feels good, but I mean, I wouldn't have done it without the help of my teammates and obviously Nina here, because she assisted me a lot, so yeah.
Okay. And you both had a tremendous amount of assists as well, so you helped each other in that way.
Yeah.
What was your memory at Hopkinton High School soccer?
My favorite memory is when we won our Elite 8 game last year and being able to make it to the Final Four in the MIAA Division I tournament. Yeah, I would say last year, the Sweet 16 game too, just because we scored in the last second. I scored the goal, but it was fun overall just because we all went in for the biggest hug and it was just so exciting. And then winning the Elite 8 game to make it to Final Four was super fun.
All right, well, I'm sure you'll get a lot more goals in college. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice stuck with me. Hold on.
I'm Nick Pedroli. I'm playing baseball at Bentley University.
I'm Dylan Ruff. I'm playing baseball at St. Anselm College.
All right, and can you talk about what your experience was like playing ball here at Hopkinton High?
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. The culture here is amazing all around. The people here are amazing. The coaches are amazing. So 10 out of 10 experience, without a doubt.
Yeah, it was amazing. The coaching, my teammates, everything. It was just such a blessing to play.
And what was it like being teammates?
It's great to be teammates with Dylan. Fun all the time, and we got a lot of wins, which is good.
I played with Nick my entire career here, so I got to know him really well. He's been a great teammate, great player. It was awesome.
And what made you choose St. Anselm?
The location mainly. I like staying a little closer to home. The academics are great. The location's great, so it's a great school all around.
And what made you choose Bentley?
As well, the location, the team, the coaching, and the academics.
All right, what do you guys going to be studying over there?
I'll be studying business.
Yeah, same here, business.
All right, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Maya Weil Megason, Bentley University, swim and dive.
All right, and what was your experience like at Hopkinton High School on the swim team?
Well, I've been competing for the varsity team for the past 3 years, and this year I am a co-captain for the varsity swim and dive team. And throughout my experience, I've had a great time with learning from my upperclassmen teammates who have really...
It's time to tell you about some happenings in town you should know about. On Sunday, December 22nd at 3 p.m., St. John the Evangelist Church in Hopkinton will host their 25th annual Christmas concert. All are invited. It's especially a fun event for families and the little ones. That is the 25th annual Christmas concert at St. John the Evangelist with the Southeastern Massachusetts Community Concert Band. Our picture of the week, Hopkinton Hiller girls basketball opened their 24-25 winter season versus Norwood. Norwood took the 44-23 win in the Hiller season opener. Upcoming town government meetings include on Thursday, December 19th at 7:30 p.m. We'll have the select board meeting. And then also on Thursday, December 19th at 7 p.m. on our HCAM Ed channel, we have the school committee meeting. To view all upcoming town government meetings, head over to hcam.tv/gov, or for more information, head over to the town website at hopkintonma.gov. Believe it or not, we are out of time for this edition of HCAM News, but don't worry, next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., we'll be back. For everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for tuning in. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.